Once again, we're in the place to be. Welcome back to In the Black. Like the video. Help me grow the channel. And with that being said, let's jump right into it. As we get ready to welcome the opening of the V2 of Animal Farm, you should be excited right now. If you're not excited, take a second to slap yourself. Okay, good. Now that you're excited, we should be thinking about strategy. Now, strategy is very, very important as we look to make as much money as we can as quickly as we can. That is the name of the game. That's what we're trying to do. However, we're not really looking for just short-term gains. Now, the money that you invest in, of course, you want to pull that initial investment out as soon as possible or as soon as is wise. But we are looking to be smart. We're looking to be wise long term. And Drip has been around for over about a year and a half now. There's no reason to think that Drip is going anywhere. There's no reason to think Animal Farm is going anywhere either. The value is there. Drip is still locked into the bones of Animal Farm. And when it opens, we're going to see how valuable that is, how much utility it brings to the Animal Farm. And we're going to see how much utility, how much value the Animal Farm brings back to Drip. Now, having said all that, we're talking about strategy here. This is not intended to be advice for you. This is just advice for myself if I were thinking about going this particular route. Now, you know I'm all about the pigs, but we got to talk about the dogs because the dogs are coming real soon. We got a day left according to this countdown. We got about a day left. So we need to be starting to think about the dogs. The last price that I remember, now someone correct me if I'm wrong, but the last price of the dogs in V1 was about $43 to $45. So we have been told that that's where the price will start once V2 opens up on Tuesday, November 1st. So taking that price as our starting point, I'm not looking to sell any dogs whatsoever until the price gets to a certain point. I wouldn't even consider it. That minimum price that I would consider selling dogs at is $225. That's a 5X from $45. I would not consider anything lower than that. And I'm not even sure I would sell at that particular price. But for the purposes of this video and the purposes of just giving individuals something to think about as you plan out your particular strategy, because obviously your particular strategy is different than mine. And as we go forth, we have to formulate our own plans. So let's look at a couple things. Let's look at the dog pound and let's look at these two things here. The wallet loyalty score. Now, those of you who are not jumped in, make sure that you connect and check out dripcommunity.wiki. Lots of information here that is useful for the opening of the Animal Farm. So what this wallet loyalty score does is it reduces the tax that you have to pay on dogs by 2% every single month that you have those dogs in the wallet. All right, so something that rewards individuals who are long-term minded. All right, now there's the token loyalty score as well. The token loyalty score is something that works along with the dog pound, and specifically the auto compounding portion of the dog pound. Now, if you put your dog tokens in the regular pool, your tax will reduce by 0.75% every single day. The auto compounding pool will reduce your tax by 1% a day. So I think it's a no-brainer just to assume at this point that we are going to enter the auto compounding pool. Now, we're considering a couple of things here. We're considering to put our dogs in the auto compounding pool. We're considering a price at $225 as our target, and we're going to assume that we have 25 dogs to start with. So that's where we're at. 25 dogs to start with. Now, here's how this will break down as we go along. After 30 days, assuming that we leave our dogs in the dog pound, in the auto compounding pool, we leave those dogs there for 30 days, we're going to decrease our tax by 30%. So everyone starts at 90% tax, just to refresh your memory. We're also going to decrease our tax by an additional 2% because remember, there is the wallet loyalty score as well. So a total of 32% reduced. We are going to have, after 30 days, a tax of 58%. Now, if we take those 25 dogs that we started with, and let's assume that we have 5x'd in 30 days, which is totally not unreasonable at all. Dogs are going to be in demand, folks. Dogs are going to be in demand. Everyone wants to go for the play of the pigs. There's only two ways to get pigs, and both of them involve dogs. Dogs are going to be very much sought after in order to get the even rarer token, which is the pigs token. But that's another video. So let's keep digging in. Now, we started at a total price of $1,125. 25 dogs at $45 a piece at opening. $1,125. After 1 month, dogs at $225 per token are worth now $5,625 for those 25 dogs. However, considering the tax of 58%, I'm going to lose quite a bit. What I'm going to be left with is $2,362.5 worth of those 25 dogs tokens. And if I sell, that means my return will be 110%, leaving me with a profit of $1,237.50. Now, let's say that's not enough. Let's say that 58% tax is still too much. You just don't want to give up that much. Well, if that's the case, there's nothing you can do except to wait longer. And let's say you want to put in another 30 days and see what happens. Assuming that the price is at that 5x mark, $225 again, so we can just keep it simple. On day 60, you would have reduced your tax burden 60% by way of the token loyalty score. Remember, that's 1% a day. And also 4% more because now we're at 2 months, which means that you reduced it 4%, 2% each month. So for a total of 64% less tax, that leaves you with a 26% tax on the sale of dogs. Those 25 dogs tokens, if you sell it, they will be worth $4,162 in total, giving you a 270% return on investment, which leaves you with a $3,037 profit on those 25 dogs tokens. Now, 270%, that's pretty good in just 60 days. I can say that's really good. It's not good enough for you, though. You want to get as much out of it as you can. You want to squeeze the lemon until all the juice is out. That's just what type of investor you are. Some people may call you a little greedy, but that's okay. So you want to wait 20 more days until we reach day 80. You would have reduced your tax to 6%. You reduced it 80% by your token loyalty score, and you reduced it another 4% for keeping it in the wallet for 2 months, which leaves you with a 6% tax rate reduced from 90%. Those 25 dogs tokens will now give you $5,287.5 worth after those taxes, which means now you have achieved a 370% return on investment, which translates to $4,162.50 worth of profit. That's not too bad at all on those initial 25 dogs tokens that you had at the start of the V2 of Animal Farm. Now, This definitely takes some consideration, some careful planning, and it takes someone who's going to be wise about what is profitable in the long run. Would you take that 4 grand and run, or would you bet that the animal farm is going to bring you more in dividends over the long haul than you would be able to collect by trading these dogs? Now, that's a decision that we're all going to have to make. And I think really for the individuals who want to take profit, I think it's really a win-win for them and for the rest of the community. Because remember, if you sold those dogs at the 30-day mark, you're going to be paying back to the community 58% in tax. So that BUSD is that BNB and BUSD is going to go back to the pig pen and into the dog pound, 58%. Now, if you sell at the 60-day mark, you would be leaving 26% in taxes that will go again to the dog pound and into the pig pen as rewards. And even at the lowest tax, at 6%, you're still sending that amount, that money in BNB and BUSD rewards into the dog pound and into the pig pen. So regardless of whatever situation or whatever time frame you decide, if you do decide to sell your dogs or some of your dogs, all of your dogs or whatever, that is going to benefit you if you are going to receive some profit, and it's going to benefit the community and especially the owners of the animal farm, those who are in the pig pen and the dog pound together. So definitely some things to consider. You want to for sure do your homework and make sure that your numbers are right and that you're rock solid before you push that sell button. So those are definitely some things to think about. Don't forget to like the video. What are your plans? Is there a price that you're looking for to sell dogs, or are you holding them dogs forever? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, stay smart, stay in the black.